ad released by the College Republican National Committee dubbed Say Yes to the Candidate, a spinoff of TLC's Say Yes to the Dress, is sparking controversy.
Budget is a big deal for me now that I just graduated from college. The Rick Scott is perfect. Rick Scott is becoming a trusted brand. He has new ideas that don't break your budget.
But Mom has other ideas.
I like the Charlie Crisp. It's expensive and a little outdated, but I know best.
Well, Cosmopolitan magazine is saying this: the only female voters who reliably support Republicans are those who are married and who don't have a college degree, which perhaps explains this video's wedding theme. But with more women going to college and putting off marriage than ever before, the GOP may need more than a strapless white Rick Scott gown to attract female voters. Do you think they're right or wrong on that? Well, Cosmo's outrage is leaving some scratching their heads this morning. Here to explain is the chairman of the College Republican National Committee, Alexandra Smith. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me on.
First, tell me a little bit about this ad that you put out there. You've been parodying different shows and things in pop culture for quite some time. Why did you decide to do this?
Well, first, it comes from a research-based background. I mean, all of these ads are the result of our findings in 2013, which say that millennials are tuning out politics as usual. The typical political ad that you're going to see, millennials just won't pay attention to it. So we knew we'd have to get creative to reach our generation, the generation that decided the last presidential election, the generation that our party needs to reach if we want to win another national election. And so we started parodying television shows. We've tested this in several different places, in several different elections and settings, and it works. It works, you know, by having higher engagement rates than your typical commercial. And young people, I think, find it to be creative and a good way to reach them. We found that in our focus groups when we tested Say Yes to the Dress, which is one of the most popular television shows among this demographic.
Yeah, you have to know your audience, and as you mentioned, the support for Democrats from millennials is certainly dwindling. We have a poll for that of people who are definitely going to vote. If we can go ahead and show that 18 to 29-year-olds, they say they will definitely be voting next week. They plan to support Republicans by a margin of 51% to 47%. Well, Cosmo, on the other hand, they didn't like what you did, but they think it's a great idea to have a bus taking people that they're hoping vote for Democrats with this. Watch.
We love women's suffrage and Amendment 15. Now we got the power to choose. Know what I mean?
Your vote is your voice.
Your vote is your voice. USA.
Let's get it.
USA.
Where you from?
So is this condescending? I mean, how is this not condescending if Say Yes to the Dress is?
I am still floored by the hypocrisy of all of this. I mean, we take a well-researched product, put it out online to our generation, written by myself and the other female staffers in our office, you know, Cosmo criticizes us for it, but then they go ahead and, with no substantive messaging behind it, basically parade out half-naked males on campus and say that that's what's going to drive young women to the polls. It really just shows how out of touch they are with young voters. I mean, you know, a bunch of half-naked males is not going to make North Carolina students forget 18.8% unemployment in their state that's caused by Barack Obama and Kay Hagan's policies. It's not going to make them forget about the average of $23,000 of student loan debt that they owe as a result of President Obama and Kay Hagan's refusal to pass meaningful higher education reform.
Right, wondering where their jobs are going to come from once they graduate and crossing their fingers they don't have to live in their parents' basement.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate your time, Alexandra Smith. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
28 minutes after the hour, coming up on Fox and Friends, this is video of